It all started on a rainy Saturday, the kind of day that forces you indoors, making you notice the things you usually ignore. For the Miller family, it was the attic. Dust motes danced in the single beam of light from a grimy window as they rummaged through forgotten treasures. Tucked away in a cobweb-draped corner, beneath a yellowed wedding dress, was a small wooden trunk. Inside, nestled among moth-eaten linens, sat a doll. She was an antique, with porcelain skin, rosy cheeks that had faded over time, and glass eyes the color of a stormy sea. Her hair was a cascade of dark, synthetic curls, and she wore a lace dress that was once white, but had aged to a creamy ivory. Sarah, the youngest, was immediately captivated. She named her Lily. At first, Lily was just a beautiful, old toy. Sarah would place her on the dresser in her room, a silent sentinel watching over her. But then, little things started happening. Odd things. Sarah's mom, Clara, was the first to notice. She'd walk into the room and get the unnerving feeling she was being watched. She'd glance at Lily, whose head was always tilted slightly, her painted smile fixed. But her eyes. Clara could have sworn they weren't looking at the door a moment ago. She'd shake her head, blaming it on tricks of the light, the strain of a long day. Then, Sarah's older brother, Tom, saw it too. He was looking for his headphones in Sarah's room. As he passed the dresser, he caught a flicker of movement in his peripheral vision. He stopped, turning his head slowly. Lily was staring right at him. He was sure, absolutely certain, that when he entered, she was looking towards the window. Now, her gaze was locked onto his. A cold knot formed in his stomach. He backed out of the room slowly, the doll's glassy eyes following him until he was out of sight. The family started talking about it in hushed tones, half joking, half terrified. "Did you see the doll today?" became a common chilling question. They tried to prove it, setting up a phone to record. But the footage always showed nothing, just a static, unmoving doll. It was as if she knew when she was being watched, only revealing her secret life in those fleeting, unrecorded moments when no one was looking. The whispers started a week later. Sarah was the only one who heard them at first, faint, like the rustling of dry leaves, coming from the corner where Lily sat. "Come play," the voice would sigh, a sound so faint Sarah thought it was the wind. But the whispers grew stronger, more insistent. One night, a clear, childish voice echoed in the dark. "I'm lonely." Sarah shot up in bed, her heart pounding against her ribs. In the sliver of moonlight from her window, she saw Lily. Her head was turned fully towards the bed, and in the dim light, Sarah saw her eyelids slowly, deliberately blink. That was the last straw. The next day, Clara, her hands trembling, packed Lily back into the wooden trunk. She drove to a small cluttered antique shop on the edge of town, the kind filled with the ghosts of forgotten lives. She sold the doll for a pittance, feeling a wave of relief wash over her as she left the shop, not daring to look back. The family never spoke of Lily again, trying to bury the memory of the doll that blinked. But the story doesn't end there. A few weeks later, a young girl named Emily celebrated her birthday. Her favorite present was a beautiful antique doll her grandmother had found in a quaint little shop. That night, Emily placed the doll on the foot of her bed. As she drifted off to sleep, she didn't see the doll's head turn slowly on its porcelain neck. She didn't see the glassy eyes scan the new room, and she certainly didn't see, in the silent, watchful dark, the doll blink. Thanks for joining me on this chilling tale. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more spooky content. Let me know in the comments if you've ever had a creepy experience with a doll. Stay safe, and see you next time.